All right, let's talk about AI in our schools. It's this incredible mix of hope and, yeah, a little bit of anxiety, all wrapped up in one huge question. What's its role supposed to be? It's a debate happening everywhere. And today, we're going to look at how Brazil's Ministry of Education is diving headfirst into finding a path that puts people first. So, when you talk about AI in the classroom, you basically get two completely different reactions. On one side, there's fear, chaos, the idea that teachers are going to be replaced. But on the other side, people see innovation, a powerful new ally, a world of opportunity. In this explainer, we're unpacking a big seminar from Brazil's government to see how they're trying to navigate between these two extremes. Okay, so the first thing all the experts in Brazil really emphasized is the urgency. This is not some far-off, futuristic thing we can put on the back burner. The challenge is here, right now. AI isn't knocking on the schoolhouse door. It blasted right through. It's already in our kids' pockets, on their screens, forcing a conversation we absolutely have to have today.
And the speed of this change is, well, it's just staggering. Check out this number, 82%. That's how many Brazilian kids as young as 6 years old are already online. And get this, that number has more than doubled in just a few years. The technology is moving so much faster than our policies are, which means sitting back and waiting is just not an option.
This crazy speed forces us to look at the central conflict here, this massive promise versus some very real peril. It's the tightrope that every single educator is walking right now. How do you grab all that amazing potential, to help teachers, to transform learning, while also protecting students from the risks? It's the definition of a double-edged sword, and this breaks it down perfectly. Just as UNESCO pointed out, AI could be an incredible ally. It could take over boring tasks so teachers can focus on teaching. It could unlock totally new ways to learn. But then you flip the coin, and the risks are serious. We're talking about threatening our autonomy, major data privacy issues, and making the gap between rich and poor even wider. So you're faced with this high-stakes balancing act. What do you do? Well, what's so fascinating is that the experts at the seminar started to rally around a single, really powerful idea. And it's not just another buzzword, it's like a compass to navigate this whole mess. It's one concept that honestly has the power to change everything. It all really boils down to this, doesn't it? How do we find a strategy that lets us get all the good stuff from this technology without getting buried by all the bad? How do we actually pull that off?
And here's the answer that kept coming up. Pedagogical intentionality. Now, it sounds a little academic, I know, but it just means we have to stop letting technology just happen to our schools. Instead, we have to be deliberate. We have to have a plan, a clear, conscious, human-focused reason for bringing this stuff into the classroom in the first place.
As Councilman Israel Batista put it so well, hey, we've seen this movie before. Remember when smartphones just flooded into schools with no plan? And what did we get? Exactly what he says. Distraction, kids feeling more alone, and more conflict. His warning is that without this intentionality, AI will just be more of the same. Another burden, not a benefit.
Okay, so this idea of pedagogical intentionality is great, but how does it actually go from a concept to a real classroom with real students? This is where things get really interesting because it's not just talk. We're going to look at how this is being put into practice right now all across Brazil.
So check out what the state of Piauí is doing. It's an amazing case study. First, they moved to full-time school to make time. Then, and this is a huge deal, they made AI a mandatory class. They're training all their teachers on it, whether you teach biology or PE. And my favorite part is how they're teaching complex ideas in a totally unplugged way, like using flashcards of local animals to explain how an AI decision tree works. How cool is that? And you can see the results right here. This is Samia. She's a 15-year-old student. She isn't just learning about AI, she's using it. She and her classmates actually built a smart trash can that uses a camera and AI to sort garbage. For her, AI isn't some abstract topic. It's a tool, an ally, to solve real problems right where she lives. That's what this is all about. But for all the talk about algorithms and data, the final unifying message from this whole seminar, it went way beyond the technology. It was a powerful reminder of what's really at the heart of education, the one thing no algorithm can ever replicate: the human element. And this quote from the Secretary of Basic Education, Katia Schwart, just says it all. We will never, ever be replaced. Why? Because a computer can give you information, but it can't create passion. It can't spark curiosity. That, she says, is what humans do. That's what teachers do. And it's why they are absolutely irreplaceable. And that really leaves us with this one giant question to think about. As AI gets unbelievably good at giving us answers, are we getting any better at preparing our kids to ask the right questions? The big lesson from Brazil's journey seems to be that this isn't just about new tools. It's about fundamentally rethinking what it means to learn, to teach, and, to be human.